Whenever you hear this soundtrack, do you think of getting a game over when you hear of it? Well, stick in for this video, as I'm about to make you have these very four bosses become feared to something you can consider a joke. We're starting stuff off with the Earth Vellumental. You're going to want to start off by attacking one of its legs. You don't want to think too hard about it, and just go ahead. I recommend using the shiny hammer to start out strong. You want to go for its tail. Instead of taking out all four legs at the same time, hit the tail, and you'll immediately be able to do your rush attack. Now we'll hit it with our shiny hammer, and it'll completely flip upside down. Alright, great. It's not excellent, but it works enough. After you do this rough landing, it's time for you to land its perfect attack. And just like that, the Earth Vellumental can be defeated in 2 minutes. You thought that was pretty nifty, but that was also a very easy boss to take out. If you want to see content like this, or perhaps any content, then why not subscribe to this channel? I promise you, you won't regret it. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. Music tracks, gameplay videos, and even Mario Maker comedy content. They all come in here. Think of me like a combination of Sully Pones, who recently just started his YouTube channel again. Go check it out, actually. A combination of him, Desbug, and any of those music track YouTubers you heard of. Alright, let's continue then. The Water Vellumental is next. Here is the Water Vellumental, the dragon, and there's also 6 water spouts surrounding you. A normal person would run and never come back. However, we aren't the normal people, are we? We're going to show we're better. You want to start off strong. You see that the on switch in your path. If you want, you can get that task out of the way and start dealing blows. You should prioritize the +1 card in front of the ×2, since you will want to knock the dragon to his ground. As you see, I'm going to perform a jump attack, followed by a shiny hammer. When he's flying up in the air, he will not do that much damage. He's much more critical against hammers than he is against boots, so it's important to keep that in mind when facing the boss. Even in ice, it did 13 damage, 8 times greater than the regular jump. It will also be necessary to know that the closer you are to the water dragon, in this boss fight at least, the more damage you will take. You also will notice that the water dragon also inflated himself. Do not worry about that yet. That is not any of your concern. You should also keep in mind though, that anything in the path of these water spouts will get washed away. So keep in mind, anything that is in the column of the water spouts is not going to be there in the battle. Since he's on the ground, I'm just going to keep on mashing him with shiny hammers, since that's going to be the most damage I can do. Try to get excellence, but if you can't, that's okay. As you see, it won't matter. It will be important, you do not want to use your 1000-fold arms until he has been exhausted. And you'll see soon enough. He's on his second inflated stage. You still don't have to worry, and you can still give him some nice blows. It doesn't matter if he's pinned to the ground or not. This is his third inflation, a water aura surrounds him. You want to get onto that Earth Vellumental immediately. As you see, I'm on 39 health. I don't need the heart, I'm fine. Now I'm going to use the Earth Vellumental, keep myself on a high ground. The water dragon has spout out all his water he could, and now he's tired. This is your chance to attack him with 1000-fold arms. This deals severe damage, taking out almost half its health. So like this, the water dragon is toast. Fire Vellumental is a very cautious boss. Here's how you want to treat her. Simple things first. Get your hands on that chest. If you were on no health facing the Fire Vellumental, now would be your chance to recover some health. You need to get those Water Vellumental panels out as soon as possible. I'm going to drain some HP from this bird, so I'm going to use any kind of Iron Boot. I recommend you use the lowest level of Iron Boot you can, because the defense will not matter in this case. I mean, the kind of boot. The defense is so high, any kind of Iron Boot will do the same damage. Important note, the fires that are on the battlefield cannot be moved in any kind of manner, especially avoid them at all costs, unless you actually have to. As you see, without the guard, it deals 10 damage. Now I'm going to use the Vellumental's power and watch this bird. Doing this will also disable the burning feathers, meaning the battlefield will be free to walk around. Fire Vellumental's down. Now you might be thinking it's safe to rush her. However, listen to me carefully. I'm going to get this out of the way first. She has an attack that recovers all her health. Make sure she doesn't land that. If you do, you're in serious trouble. To start things off, I am going to put in the magic circle. I'm going to get the chest so I can get the Water Vellumental's attack back. If you can land some extra attacks, that's great. I'm not going to waste time sweating too much about it. I'm going to get those magic circles freed, so I don't have to worry about it later. Next, it doesn't matter what kind of gear you're using, I recommend you use regular boots. Save your higher gear for later bosses. Damage is dealt the same throughout. The Phoenix will be pinned down for 2 turns. As I am running a little bit low on health, I do think it will be necessary that I try to recover. So where I would go, I will be activating the Magic Circle, getting a +1 card, meaning I will be able to land 2 attacks, and the Jump Circle, which is what I need in order to do the boots. Look, the Phoenix is back on fire. Wash her away immediately. If you let her attack, she will recover all her health, and you'll have to start all over again. And just like that, it's a free battlefield again. Don't dilly dally too long. We want to repeat this process. Okay, apparently it's at a very interesting position. This means you have to use the arms. Finally, the Ice Vellumental. This, to some, may be the hardest one of them all. Some, it might be average. Then when we find out what kind of person you are. First attack, it will not matter. Do not focus on doing damage. Get that chest out. It contains your OWN circle. In case you aren't on full health when you find the boss, now would be a perfect opportunity to use a mushroom. If you're full on health, do regular fire flower and dish some damage. It will hardly be anything, and doing it will not be sufficient, but it's just for small safeties. You will get some coins. Now that you have the OWN pal on, it's time to activate the fire magic circle. This will take away 1/3 of his health. Using regular attacks will work, but this is the best solution as it will do 80 damage if used successfully. If not 100. I didn't count. But now would be a good time to recover some health. You'll want to repeat this process again. Also be notable that you do not want to step on these snowy white tiles, as you will freeze. You'll also notice that this time, the Ice Vellumental has frozen the Fire Vellumental magic circles. Do not panic. Simply just slide them so that the icicles fall off. The polar bear has now been reduced to about 25 HP, at least 25%. Here's the ice maze. Go here, memorize start to the hand. The distance between it is 1. If he doesn't shuffle the outer ring, that's great. Just solve the puzzle from there. If he does, well, if you memorize where the magic circle is and compared to your starting circle, you should be good. Solve the puzzle from there. Also make sure that the on switch is in the path. And just like that, I'll be able to build my way to the magic circle. If you fail, you use an Ice Age attack that deals 78 damage. If you're below 78 HP, he'll knock you down to 1 hit point. As you see here, the Ice Vellumental has placed an icicle on this hand. That only means that he's only shuffled 2 of the rings, which means less trouble for you. So, you may be surprised to believe it, but that's actually a good thing. Like that, the polar bear is done for. I hope you liked that video. If you enjoyed it, then hit the like button. If you want to see more content by me, then hit the subscribe. Both those actions would help me out a lot, especially since I'm a new channel out here. Anyway, I do plan on having some more tips and tricks for people who have not finished this game yet. So stay tuned for more. And that's about it. I'll see y'all next time.